So many missed opportunities when it comes to black people doing the ask from politicians. And we sit back and wonder why we don't got nothing because we don't ask. So how does the National Association of Black Journalists invite Kamala Harris and invite Trump to a pretty much town hall roundtable type discussion? Kamala does not show, doesn't even reply yes. Trump replies yes, he shows up. And instead of the committee taking the time to ask questions to Trump about what his policies are for Black America, what he plans on doing this time around for Black America, and giving him the opportunity to speak his piece, they attacked him. This is exactly what I'm talking about. How was that beneficial? Instead of sitting back saying, hey, last time in 2020, you had something called the Platinum Plan. What is your goal this time? Nope. It started late and then spent 30 minutes trying to get him roused up for clickbait instead of allowing it to be a situation where he can come in and explain his policies and what he thinks he's going to do for the black community to earn the black vote. Another failed, missed opportunity. But yet, you sit around praising these people for what? Doing us an injustice.
All right, y'all, we are back with another video. And before we start, please put prayers for Donald Trump in the comment section. We must protect President Trump at all times. And it brings me to this video right here. Y'all know how Kamala Harris been running around talking about Donald Trump scared to debate me. Donald Trump scared to debate me. But yet he show up to this event, and where was Kamala? She didn't even come, but she trying to, see, that's the thing. They trying to run with these lies as if Donald Trump is scared to debate her when she's supposed to be at the event where Donald Trump was talking about what he's going to do for the black people and stuff like that. And come to find out, they told Kamala Harris that Donald Trump was going to be there and that she should come. Donald Trump accepted, but Kamala Harris did not. You see the lie that they trying to run with? So she is scared to debate Donald Trump in front of the black audience, but she want to get on TV in front of cameras and got MSNBC, ABC, CNN, got all them saying, Donald Trump scared to debate her. Donald Trump scared to debate her. And my point is, why would he even debate her if that's the case, if she's not even the nominee yet? They can change at any moment if they don't even want her to be the nominee. But even to that right there, that Donald Trump showed up to this event and Kamala Harris did not show up. But we about to get into that because she has been exposed. So make sure y'all please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. That way you can stay up to date with everything that's going on. And without further ado, y'all got to see this from Liberal High Mind. Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. So apparently Donald Trump blew it. He went into the lion's den at the NABJ only to get totally humiliated and embarrassed. You know, that's what the leftoids were telling us yesterday on X. How will Trump's image survive this? Oh no, a couple left-wing journalists were mean to him during a public event. It's over for the Trump crowd. They want you to accept that narrative. You notice what's going on, right? They're taking little things like J.D. Vance said one thing about cat ladies and trying to blow it out of proportion. They're trying to make it seem as if it's something that's so horrible you can't possibly associate yourself with it. And conservatives are running scared, totally allowing the Democrats to dictate the conversation. I don't know about you guys, but I won't feed into any of it. Trump showing at the NABJ wasn't a bad look for him. It was the same look that we saw with that CNN town hall that Caitlin Collins hosted, essentially par for the course. We gotta have a conversation about this because some of the stuff I'm seeing online is frankly just bothering me. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so I'm paying attention to all the segments, and I keep seeing nonsense like this.
Donald Trump blew it, and the happiest person in the country tonight is Kamala Harris.
How? She didn't even
she's
show
sitting
up.
there cackling. Look at this. Yeah, look at this. Look at Trump. He's just alienated millions of black voters who aren't going to really get what happened there. The broadside against Kamala Harris was that she's a phony, that she used one bit of ethnicity to do this, one bit to do that. But Trump didn't articulate it.
Donald Trump blew it. It was the worst thing ever. Kamala Harris is so happy. It's such a bad thing. Donald Trump just alienated millions of black voters. What is this idiotic nonsense that I'm listening to? And look, excuse me if you're a Bill O'Reilly fan, but this guy obviously has no idea what he's freaking talking about. First of all, alienating millions of black voters. Is that really his political analysis? As if the GOP, as if Donald Trump has millions of black voters to alienate? Yeah, that's not the way it works. 90% of black voters are already voting for Democrats. Oh, the journalist attacked Donald Trump as a racist. It's totally over for him. Who is coming up with these takes? The freaking DCCC? Why would any conservative in their right mind have this kind of reaction? You know, there's really not much to lose and a whole lot to gain if you think about it. You know, Trump showing up at this event, in my view at least, there was a whole lot to gain and not much to lose.
Exactly.
And the idea that Trump was going to show up there and be treated with kid gloves and be allowed to woo the audience and win over the black vote, well, obviously that was never going to happen. So there's only one other option. Stand your ground and plant a couple seeds. And that's exactly what Trump did. Trump went on that stage and planted some seeds of doubt relating to Kamala Harris's cultural authenticity. And that right there might actually have an impact. I'm seeing a whole lot of people on X questioning whether Kamala Harris is actually authentic in her identity. It's already started. The topic of conversation isn't Trump. You know, people aren't really talking about Trump's supposed failure. They're talking about what he said. I'm literally seeing hundreds of black Americans now questioning Kamala Harris's identity on X. The reaction hasn't been what the Democrats are trying to force here.
She's a DEI high. She was hired because she was a woman and because she was a woman of color. And she started calling herself black. Then this interview was talking about, well, she always called herself black. You telling her because Kamala Harris called herself whatever she need to call herself to get whatever vote she need to get out. Kamala Harris has been an energy woman when she was running up there in California. She became a black woman when she was running for VP and she needed the black vote. I'm a black woman and I'm not voting for either. I'm not voting for Kamala Harris and I'm not voting for the Democratic Party, and it is what the is.
You know, sure, you have Trump haters who already hate him. They watched the Donald walk into the lion's den and obviously they scratched him up a little bit. And those people are going to cheer it on. Oh, Trump's getting destroyed. But you got other people who are looking at the nuance. You know, they're thinking to themselves, maybe Kamala Harris is really playing us. I mean, now all of a sudden, as people are questioning Kamala Harris's authenticity, all the clips are playing nonstop all over X.
What were you listening to when you was high? What was on? What song was?
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, definitely Snoop. Tupac.
California's Kamala Harris is the first Indian American U.S. Senator.
And California's Attorney General Kamala Harris has scripted history as she won the U.S. Senate seat from the state, becoming the first Indian American to achieve this feat.
And certainly you could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Knock wood.
Donald Trump, on the other hand, has been talking a big game about securing our border, but he does not walk the walk. Or as my friend Quavo would say, he does not walk it like he talks it.
I said to the congressman, I didn't know he could preach like that. Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets, and let me tell you, as they say, they not like us.
So what we're gonna cook today is an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because you are Indian.
Yes.
So we're both Indian, but actually we're both South Indian.
Yeah. I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman.
Kamala Harris famously touted...
Y'all see the difference? You see how she was just talking to the black lady on the phone? Girl, we in the streets, girl. Trying to act like, I mean, this woman is so freaking fake. And then the reporter gonna say, well, Donald Trump blew it. How did Donald Trump blow it when he showed up and Kamala Harris didn't? Kamala Harris bagged out after she went on an interview saying that Donald Trump is scared to debate me. But yet she was invited to this event where Donald Trump sat there. We knew it wasn't going to be fair. And that ABC reporter, she came straight out, just straight lying on Donald Trump. Didn't say, hey, how you doing, President Trump? None of that. She went straight, how you feel about when you said this about black people? It's like she was trying to plant a seed to try to make all the black people remember that Trump supposed to have been said all this stuff. That's what she was trying to do. These people are trying to help Kamala Harris. And that's exactly what that woke reporter did when she first started. It wasn't even a question, basically. She just went to saying, you attacked Obama. You attacked Nikki Haley. Remember when you said this about black folks, calling them animals? And I'm like, what the world is she talking about? That let you know right there she was trying to plant a seed to make all black people to be like, oh, Donald Trump said that? Oh, no, I can't vote for him if he said that. That's what that woman was trying to do. And now we look at Kamala Harris right here. You can see the difference when she at the rally. Oh, like Quavo said, Donald Trump scared to walk it like he talk it. All that is something she just a facade. She just putting on in front of black people. Then when she got in front of the community, the other community, look how she was talking. Just normal. It wasn't no girl, I'm out here in these streets, girl. See, she's pandering to black people. She's trying to steal votes, and she got other people, just like this woke reporter at that event, trying to steal votes for Kamala Harris, talking about she is an African American. No, she's Indian. That's exactly what she is. You can see her a minute to it in the video. You see everybody else that's calling her Indian American. She say, yeah. Not one time did Kamala Harris say, oh, whoa, hold on, ma'am. I'm not Indian, I'm African American. She never said that. She agreed with them saying she's Indian American. She not one time tried to cut them off and say, no, I'm a black woman, I'm African American. She never said that. And that reporter gonna say, oh, Kamala Harris has, she's been black. I mean, this is just straight bull jive. I really can't see how anybody can vote for Kamala Harris. This woman is a liar. She's a phony. Look at the difference of it depending on who she's talking to is when she gonna try to switch up her voice. When she's talking to a black person, she trying to sound like a black person. Girl, I'm in the streets. Girl, what's up? Invite Megan Thee Stallion, a female rapper, to twerk at a political rally. Every time she get around black people, she start to pander. She's starting to pander because she's trying to get the votes from the black people. And I guarantee you, let's just say Kamala was to win. Oh, you will never hear her talk black again. She's going to keep doing it to see if it's going to work. It's not going to work because we see straight through it. We see straight through her crap talking about, well, Donald Trump said he can do it. He going to do this at the border. Why is you worried about what Donald Trump is saying? Why isn't you taking care of the border? This woman had 3.5 years to secure that border, to stop these illegal immigrants from coming in. What did she do? Absolutely nothing. Right now, the illegal immigrants are still coming through. And Kamala Harris is just worried about pandering to black people, changing up her voice when she needs to change it up. I mean, this is sad. You can see straight through her lies. Black people are not falling for this crap. We see what they're trying to do.
But as an American Indian, here's a segment from CNN.
And her mother, Shamla Gopalan, was also the biggest influence in Kamala Harris's life. In her book, Harris says, there is no title or honor on earth I'll treasure more than to say I am Shamla Gopalan Harris's daughter. Harris's visits to India with her mother kept her connected to her roots. There's no doubt that the primary source of learning for Senator Harris was from her mother's experiences and the conversations that she had with her maternal grandfather when she visited India, which was very often.
Is now essentially trying to market herself as a foundational black American who's down with the culture. All of a sudden, Quavo is talking about Kamala Harris being in the streets.
And you can't understand the struggles of gun violence if you're not in the field or in the heart of it. So one thing I learned about working with Vice President Harris is she always stand on business.
Megan Thee Stallion is twerking at Kamala Harris's rally. And I think it's causing a lot of people to take a step back and question, am I being played here? Is this authentic? Or is this all?
That's the problem right there. Liberal High Mind, he just said it like it's not authentic. All this right here that Kamala Harris is doing is pandering, trying to bring on black. Like if she was going to bring on a black person, all she had to do was bring on somebody who was going to talk to the youth and talk and say what Kamala Harris is supposedly going to do for the black community. What did she do? She bring out a female rapper, Megan Thee Stallion, to come out there and twerk at a political rally. You can see the people in the front were just looking like they was in disgust. Like, is I'm at a concert? Is I'm inside of a club? Because those people that showed up at that rally It seemed like it was sold out. Those people came there for Megan Thee Stallion. They came there for the rappers. And as soon as Kamala Harris started talking, people started to leave. She used Megan Thee Stallion to draw a crowd, to make it seem like that crowd was there for her. When that crowd was not there for Kamala, that crowd was there for Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion has a big platform. She has a huge following. So if she's going to perform somewhere, her fans are going to show up. And Kamala Harris used that to try to make it seem like that was her crowd when it wasn't. Her last rally only had 50 people. 50 people. Like, come on. You think you're going to go from 50 people to a sold out stadium? No. I mean, she ain't fooling us with this.
A show to pull me in to vote.
I keep seeing the Megan Thee Stallion TikToks from that concert, and I am still scratching my head. Are we living in the Twilight Zone or what? Having Megan Thee Stallion twerk is not going to fix our economy, and it's not going to stop illegal immigrants from flooding this country.
Exactly.
But now Kamala is promising to fix the border.
A lie.
The border that she has never even visited. She's in the White House right now. So if she wanted to do something about the border, she could. She's in a position to do so. I don't know if y'all are taking suggestions, but I have one. Why don't y'all go down to the border, put a concert on down there. Maybe then you can raise enough money to finish rebuilding the wall. This is literally the worst border crisis in American history. Last thing I want to say is this. Please do not allow yourself to be influenced by gender, skin color, party, or ideology.
Exactly.
Pick the candidate that you believe will move you forward and put your country back on track. Because from my vantage point, it is a complete and utter shit show.
You know, that seems to be the conversation that's happening here. That seems to be the little seed that was planted. And honestly, I think that narrative will probably live a lot longer than the narrative that Donald Trump lost everything because 2 journalists were mean to him. No, I think once again it was viewed as a sign of courage. Trump goes where they're scared to go, and he obviously says what people are scared to say. And in this case, you know, that's another concept that people are waking up to.
Every year, every presidential election cycle, we invite the presidential candidates to come. We extend that to anyone who is a nominee, and in this case, we have 2 presumptive nominees. We invited both of them. We got a yes from one of them. We'd love to get a yes from Kamala as well.
The NABJ invited both presidential candidates, but only one showed up. That should be the story, not this little partisan left.
Exactly. So they basically invited Kamala to show up. She said no. Donald Trump said yes, but yet she's on record saying Donald Trump is scared to debate her, though. I told you, Kamala is a fake. She just put on a facade to try to make the Democrat Party believe she's ready to take down Donald Trump. Watch what I tell you. I want everybody to come back to this video. Whenever Kamala and Donald Trump debate, when Donald Trump destroy her, I guarantee you he's going to destroy her. She's going to fold. Now, she ain't going to fall asleep and look all off, like Joe Biden, was doing. But she going to be destroyed. Tulsi Gabbard, went off on Kamala Harris. She couldn't even beat Tulsi Gabbard. Like, come on. She is not ready to debate Donald Trump. She putting it on to make people believe that she's ready to take down Donald Trump when knowing she can't. So why she didn't show up to this event when she was invited to sit across from Donald Trump and talk to the black audience? There you go right there. She's a liar.
Left-wing spin that these slick Democrats are trying to get away with. So I think a couple things are true. First off, Trump was right, and now the seeds of doubt relating to Kamala Harris have been planted. Trump once again proved to the world that he's scared and willing to have the tough conversations. And here's the last part, which I think is equally, if not even more important. The media once again exposed itself. We've gone through a week and a half of pro-Kamala propaganda. It's obvious to pretty much everybody what they're trying to do here. And now on the heels of it, they treat Trump in such horrible manner publicly.
You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from.
Wow.
You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask.
Y'all see how Donald Trump just looking? He's like, where in the world is this coming from? You see how this reporter, I mean, you can tell she's trying to plant a seed, kind of like what I said earlier. She's trying to plant a seed to put in all black people's head that Donald Trump called them animals, and now all of a sudden he wants their vote. That's what she's trying to make the black people in the audience believe. I mean, I just can't stand when they do stuff like this. Donald Trump was nice enough to show up when he could have said no. He could have literally said, no, I'm not showing up. The man said yes. He showed up and got disrespected right out the gate. He got straight disrespected. I mean, this is just insane. And she coming out with these lies. You call black people animals. You call black people this. You call district attorneys this. What about what Letitia James and Fannie Willis called him? Is you going to say what Letitia James called Donald Trump? This woman ran 3-4 years talking about how she was going to take Donald Trump down. She was saying that, calling him names, calling him racist, calling him all type of stuff. And then he say something back and it's wrong? Oh my God, this stuff pisses me off. This is just weird. They want to call out one side so Donald Trump can't defend himself. So they can call him Hitler, call him this, a threat to democracy. They can call him all these names, and when Donald Trump says something back, he's wrong? What?
Are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort.
Oh, God.
So my question, sir, now that you are asking black...
How do she know who he had dinner with? Is you at Mar-a-Lago? So these people will read anything on a report. Oh, you had dinner with a white supremacist. I wonder, was you at Mar-a-Lago when he had dinner with a white supremacist, if that's what you're saying? Was you there to know if it was a white supremacist there, or you just going off what somebody else said? Pretty much, because she work at ABC. So, you know, they fake news, ABC, CNN, MSNBC. They always, you know, run these false narratives on Donald Trump because they don't like him. Now they're going to tell who you got at your place. God.
Supporters to vote for you. Why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Not even a hello or welcome, Mr.
Nothing.
President. Just straight into ripping him and calling him a racist. The media once again exposed itself as totally in the pocket for the DNC. And I think, as per usual, that dynamic is going to end up alienating a whole lot of people. Of course, alienating them from the Democrats straight into Trump's arms.
Yep.
Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you.
Salute to Liberal High Mind. Another great video. Make sure y'all please go over and follow his channel, Liberal High Mind on YouTube. He does a great job. I love you know, covering his videos and stuff like that. And more, as I say, a lot that I learned a lot, you know, watching him, watching Benny Johnson, watching Doug in Exile and stuff like that. I learned a lot from watching them. So, you know, I love the videos. Please make sure y'all go over and subscribe to his channel. But, I mean, this right here just goes to show you that these people are liars. They trying to call Donald Trump a racist to keep black people from not wanting to vote for him. I mean, as soon as the man got there, that was already 30 minutes late because of they messed up audio, couldn't get their audio fixed. Kamala Harris didn't show up. And Donald Trump could have just left. And the man stayed there because he really wanted to answer questions. And he got disrespected. Disrespected. Right out the gate. Boy. But like I said, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this. Thank you all for watching. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. We definitely got more videos on the way. All right. Catch y'all later.